Hello everyone and welcome, it's Shanna. Now we are on day 5 of our Crafty Advent Calendar, and it's just kind of a long, narrow slit here, and I'm just going to use my tool to get it opened and pull out what we've got. 2 dies in here, and they're just these scripty little swirly dies. It looks like there's 2 of them. So I'm just going to open it up and pull it out, and we've got 2 of these little, I don't know, loop-de-loop dies is what I'm going to call them. And I thought, I've got this open, I'm just going to bring in some cardstock and I'm going to die cut these out and we'll take a look at them. So I just went through my scraps today and I knew I had some black and some white. And I thought, I'm going to die cut one of these out in black and one of these out in white, and we'll just take a look at them and see what we've got. I'm going to trim this paper down and then I can just lay the 2 of them on my plates together and we'll just die cut out black and white together. Just bringing in my little Scout. And I've got my little Nana sweatshirt on, and it's got all 5 of my grandkids on my sleeves. So I've got 2 on one side and 3 on the other, and I've got all my grandkids on there. My daughter got me that for, I think, Christmas last year, and I love it. Anyway, so I've got these die cut out, and you can see we've just kind of got a little scrolly little pattern there. And you could lay them together or you could lay them reverse. You could lay them however you want to. But I've got an idea for these and it popped into my head immediately. So I die cut 3 of the black, 3 of the white. I've got a white card base, a black panel, and I've got an embossed red panel that has been laying in my scrap bin embossed for quite some time. It's got that hexy snowflake pattern on it. It is an embossing folder from Spellbinders. And it has been in my scrap. I embossed it for some reason and then didn't wind up using it. And so I'm pulling it out and we're going to use it today. So it's making for a fast and easy card because I already had some of these elements ready to go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to line several of these little, it almost looks like a icing pattern that you would use on cake where you'd kind of just loop-de-loop it. But anyway, I'm going to lay several of these on this embossed panel, this red panel, and we're just going to have white, black, white, black, white, black, and we'll get them laid down on there. And we're kind of creating, our own little pattern here with this. And so I'm just going to get them all glued up and get them laid down. And I thought this was fun. I don't know why, this just kind of immediately popped in my head what I wanted to do. And I've also got up there above my card base, you'll see black and red. I am bringing in the floral element from the other day, and I'm going to, I think it was from day 2, and I'm going to use those floral elements on this card as a focal point as well. And I've also brought in the happy birthday sentiment from yesterday. And I could have used one of the other sentiments that was with it, but I've been saying this on my channel, I need birthday cards. And so I don't need thank you cards and I don't need hello friend cards. So I'm going to use the birthday sentiment and I'm going to make this a birthday card because I need those. So I'm just going to get these laid down on there. And I thought if I didn't get them positioned right like I wanted them, I could just cut the panel down, just make the panel smaller and, trim it or whatever. But I'm okay with it. I'll be happy with it when I get it all laid down, and it will work just fine. And I think this will make a fun birthday card. So red is my favorite color, and I love black and white. So I think this is a fun card that kind of speaks to my color choices. I always have fun doing a black and white and red card. So I'm going to just glue this up, and I'm telling you, the wind, I know I give these weather updates. Somebody said they like watching my cards and my weather updates, but that wind is howling out there. I think we are in for it. I don't know what, but it has been howling all evening. So I don't know if we're going to wake up to a mess tomorrow or what. So look at this. Isn't it beautiful? We've got the embossed detail from that Hexy Snowflake embossing folder. And then we've got those little scallops. And then I actually trimmed this embossed panel down and used the red to the trimming piece to glue to do these little red pieces. And it did just fine, even though it was embossed. I mean, you can't tell that it was an embossed panel. Okay, sorry for the distraction. I had an email come in about a friend that had had surgery, and I just needed to stop and check it. So anyway, all's well. Okay, so I'm just going to get this red center laid in this white, on this white flower. And I'm going to use this, I die cut 2 of those out that has the little, excuse me, tiny pieces on there. And I'm going to just use it for my white flower and just add some bits on here, and we'll make it all work. And we're just going to kind of create a little cluster of red and white and black flowers and leaves. I use the black for the stems and the leaves, and I think it'll be just fine. And I'm just going to use all these bits. I'll figure out how to lay them all down on here. And we're just going to make a little cluster. And I'm just going to add that little circle piece just wherever, and just kind of fill it in. Just kind of moving it all over my glass mat, trying to figure out how I'm going to position it. And we'll get this laid down. Now, I decided I needed a landing spot for it, so I'm going to bring in some vellum. I know I did that the other day, and I did use the cascading florals, I think is what this is called. But I'm going to use a little one. I was just showing you that happy birthday die cut out, and you could see the words on my plate there. But anyway, I'm just going to use this tag one. This is the smallest one of the set, and it's got the hole for the tag in there. And I thought it'd be fun to just bring in some black and white twine, just kind of keeping with our color scheme. And I thought I was going to put it in there, that I thought, no, lay the floral elements down first and then add that. And that way it won't be laying kind of wonky, and I can just get these laid down on there flat. So I'm just going to glue them up and just place them on my vellum. Just rubbing my fingers over there and kind of keeping it from making a mess on my vellum. And then we'll lay this other flower down. We're just going to move it around and figure out where it fits, and then we'll just layer all these things up. And I've got a little black leaf here. Lay it down. And then we're going to lay this little stem with these buds on there. And we've got a little cluster here of flowers. And I think it looks cute. Now, I'm going to bring in my twine, and this is just I think this is Spellbinder's black and white twine. And I'm just going to put a little bow in there. It's Baker's twine, whatever. I don't know where it came from, but we'll just put a little bow in there, and we'll just trim it down, and I think it'll be cute. And it'll just, kind of give a landing place for my little floral elements. They won't get lost on that scrolly pattern there. I'm just going to lay it there in the lower right-hand corner. Get it glued up and laid down. I think it looks cute. And then we're going to bring in our happy birthday sentiment. I'm going to kind of angle it, and I'll glue it up and lay it down. And I'm going to grab some embellishments and get them laid down, and then I'll figure out that this banner there is not laying down very well, and I will fix it. Kind of popped up. It didn't want to glue down on those layers. So I'm going to bring in these black enamel dots here, and I'm just going to put some down on my vellum. And I'm just going to put them kind of at the top and then the bottom. And it's also going to add an extra little spot where I can put some glue on my vellum to hold it down. I'll do that off camera. But I'll be able to tuck a little bit of glue in there and just make my vellum lay very flat. I did grab a real thin foam strip, and I'm going to lay it down on there, and that will help me to get this adhered. And that will finish up our card. I think it turned out great. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.